goal of the Oklahoma Circumnavigation Route is to stick closely to the border of the state on publicly accessible roads, regardless of surface type. This was our 5th weekend trip as we continue to validate it. Mapped out by Chad, Mike and I would accompany him and document the experience. During the August 2022 trip, we'd travel from Hackberry Flat Wildlife Management Area to Interstate 40 at Texola. We'd take some interesting side trips, including to learn more about the history of Bud and Temple Abernathy, 2 young boys who came from this area and traveled much of the U.S. by themselves in the early 1900s. There were also a couple spurs that did not complete the OCR itself. However, they provided an interesting side trail for those who wished to further explore the state's remote places. This would be yet another circuitous journey that would run into occasional private land and require rerouting. But that's why we were pre-running the OCR before Chad published each section.
I have my shower arm so we can shower the deed off.
Yeah.
And my sun shower. I haven't used my shower arm yet. Oh yeah, I did. Once in New Mexico. The front runner shower arm locks onto my rack and hangs out the whole day.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get started.
What we got going here, Mike?
Chicken Hawaiian sauce over bow tie pasta and a side of sauteed squash. We'll have a side salad with that and some garlic bread.
Nice. You gonna open that up?
Sure.
If it doesn't come out right now, you can blame me, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You made it a little too soon. Alright, dinner's ready. Let's eat.
All right, you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Good.
This is really good, Mike. Good.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We made a good decision designating him chef, didn't we, Mike?
I think so. He just kind of rose naturally to it, and I appreciate
Yeah, it's wonderful.
What are we doing? Come here. Okay. Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mike. Happy birthday to you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much.
So tomorrow, so we're sitting here at Hackberry Flats, a wildlife management area. Had a wonderful privilege of meeting the area manager. You're gonna have to help me with his name again.
Kelvin Schoonover.
Kelvin?
Yep, Kelvin Schoonover.
Okay. Kelvin is in deep temperature.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
That would look like a cool guy. Seemed like
He
really
seemed
nice.
really nice.
He's a great guy, actually.
So we got to meet him, and that was awesome. He was really cool, and I think he was relieved that we weren't illegally hunting doves about 5 days early. There's a lot of doves flying. He didn't seem to think there was a lot, but I've seen a lot of doves today. But we're going to head out of here. We're going to follow the Oklahoma border down to the corner, down by El Dorado. We'll stop there and check some stuff out there. It's another really cool area.
We going to stop in Frederick tomorrow?
Oh yeah. We're going to go to Frederick tomorrow first. We need gas, and then you want to tell us about the book, Mark?
The book is Bud and Me. Yeah, Bud and Temple Abernathy, their story, which is really a neat story. I've talked about it before
Right
on
here.
some of my videos. And some of that story occurs right here in this town, Frederick. That's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it's handy. We're good, I hope.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day one of the Oklahoma Circumnavigation in August 2022. We are departing Hackberry Flat Wildlife Management Area. I'm going to go do a little bird watching down the road here by a pond for a few minutes.
I'm trying to see what else is flying because a couple of getting his head-on shots.
Couple in the trees.
Oh, look at this over here.
Yeah, it looks like a red-tailed hawk must have had a snack on a hispid cotton rat. Just left behind the nasty parts.
So where's the route this morning going to start from?
The route's going to begin down the 183 bridge down by south of Davidson. And getting ready to go up to Frederick and see what we can find out about Bud and me in Frederick. I've never really come down here during like peak warbler migration, but I always thought that this little clump of trees right here could just be a really great little migrant route.
Yeah, a lot of the warblers you hear Mary or see Mary Loop host from down here come from this little knot right here. Have you ever walked around this structure down here on the right? I didn't know if it was dilapidated. It might have a barn owl in it or not. Might. Not that I've ever done. Yeah, I've always just driven by it, never stopped. Oh yeah, that's the old cotton gin, I think. That's kind of cool. Despite how dry it's been, it's some pretty good looking high cotton over there for this part of the state.
I still can't believe they had, what do you say, 4 inches of rain last weekend?
Yeah, it's a little over 4 inches. They went from dry to all but one time. Yeah, an acquaintance in Grantsville was driving all over checking rain gauges and really posting about all the rain on Facebook. Yeah, I think the real winner from that rain was Waurika got 6.8 inches, I think.
We are looking for the home of Bud and Temple Abernathy.
The house is not quite as close as I thought. It's a 10-minute drive. Y'all okay with that?
I am.
I'm good.
So here it is. This is where they began their trip to New York City in 1910. There's no home here. That was not their first trip. Their first trip, the run was from Guthrie, Oklahoma to Santa Fe. Departing the plaque to the Abernathy boys, we stumbled onto the Pioneer Heritage Townsite Museum, which includes much memorabilia about them. Marthea, who was working there, shared with us a lot of information about their adventures.
And then this is the first wolf hunt, and this is Teddy Roosevelt on his horse here in Frederick. And this is the dad and the 2 sons. This is the Hotel Astor, July the 6th, 1910. And this is Jack Abernathy, the 2 boys, Teddy Roosevelt, one of the Wright brothers, and FDR. And this just shows you how they were treated in every town that they stopped.
This is a restored 1910 brush runabout, similar to one the Abernathy boys used during one of their adventures. So there are the Abernathy boys.
I'm the only one still fighting mosquitoes in the vehicle because I'm like having a war in here with these little bloodsuckers. I won my battle.
Mine don't seem to be present. I don't know where they went. I think they all went up into my tent. When I opened my tent up, there was a bunch in there, and I was freaking out. So I opened the screen on the skylight, and most of them went up against the skylight, and then I screened them between the screen and the skylight, and then I shut the tent on them. So I'm gonna have a bunch of dead skeeters, I think.
That's great. I think that last part just me, I hope, not I think.
Yes, you heard the hesitancy in my voice.
onboard track for this circumnavigation route right here. There's the Red River pumpkin patches this way. I guess we're going to see what Red River pumpkin patch is about.
Well, that sounds intriguing. Might be a little early in the year for it, though.
Yeah, it sounds like an October proposition. So my plan route has us 2 miles this way and then turning south. I would bet money that south it does not actually go through as planned, but we can go down there and see if we want to.
I was gonna say, dead end or not, this is a fun little road.
And most of these roads that roll back here like this are pretty fun. Coyote just ran across my road. I wish I'd had my GoPro rolling. Alright, I now see a closed gate in front of us. I think I don't know where we should turn around.
Still a fun road.
This may dead end right up here. This may not be a real road we're going towards.
Looks pretty windy, huh?
Alright, here's our gate. I think we're almost... Yeah, there's not... Oh, it's an open gate. I'm not going to go through it, though. Alright, I'm going to turn around right here.
Almost reared a mourning dove in front of me. You chose the wrong direction to fly.
The road to the right up here, I don't see a number on my map. Do you see one on your map, the right turn up your map? I don't.
This road goes past that road that I see.
Alright, the turn to the right up here.
Yeah, it looks like it dead ends, and then the other road turns to the right and then comes right back after the road that we were on. But this would be the right way if they go through like mapped. Well, this road can be pretty gnarly after a rainfall. Showing that this road, when it gets to the next road at 1 mile, does go straight, but it turns into a windy road, so it may be a private road.
Man, we're out in the sand dunes.
Deep sand.
I'm glad we came down here.
Deer.
I actually have my GoPro running on those deer.
It's a bad idea. I'm not sure you guys should do it. I'm way deep.
Uh-oh, Chad's backing up.
Yeah, doesn't look good. Yeah, I think it's too wet.
So we got Chad stuck here, and this looks like a fun little route, but it's getting pretty deep mud. And looking over this direction, he got most of the way, and then he said it was just too deep.
There's like a kid's play sand stuff. It's like a jelly sand, and that's what we're dealing with here. It's like that. I can't think of the name of the stuff that kids play with, but it's like sand and it's jelly and clay, and it's all mixed and sticky.
Well,
And
here it's a nice mix of mud and sand.
Dang, you just stay in there, don't you?
I'm trying.
so, still more water on the road all the way to there. There's the lowest point. There are some recent tracks on that side. Looks like somebody came that way and turned around and went back. But there are no tracks going all the way through it. Still looks muddy even all the way over all the way over there. Over the top, there's water standing in the field on both fields on both sides, even all the way over there. More water in the road that far out. So,
Sounds like we're not going to try this.
no, I think you'd have to go all the way to here to be okay. And that's
Good.
1,500 feet away, yeah.
In the process, you tear up some ranchers' means of getting to and from their site after this dries up.
Yeah. So.
These old lightning rods on top of this barn are cool. Really rough, but the actual road part seems dry. The ditches are completely full though, which means the road down here turns off the right could be bad.
Sure got a little more rougher terrain and more mesquite bristling all of a sudden.
Careful coming over this bump. There's big drop-offs and big rocks and sticks in the road.
Yeah, my map shows a dead ending pretty quick. Yeah, this is the dead end right here.
Too bad. That'd have been pretty cool.
Section right here.
It is. I just had to turn my GoPro on to go through it.
quite the house on the left overlooking the Red River Valley. That's pretty cool.
Well, at least they put the dead end sign up for us. We don't gotta keep going straight. We need to turn right. That's some pretty good water moving in there too. Yeah, I had a great egret and a yellow crowned night heron take off from the left side as I went through. So even if we don't walk in, I want to walk along this road a little bit right in here.
Look at there, the Red River. Kind of off in the distance, but it's the Red River.
There you go, that's a great view. We should have brought a bottle of champagne to pop down here on this corner. We'll have to when the final leg gets finished. I'm in Texas, y'all. No marker, no clue, no hint, no nothing, but I'm in Texas. On the Oklahoma Circumnavigation Route, this is the beginning of the western side of the state.
It's real. It's been a long time since I've been able to say this, but here we are. We're on the border. Texas on the left, Oklahoma on the right.
We'd follow the intended OCR route, now on the western side of the state, taking a detour to nearby Hollis for gas, then heading to Lake Hall Public Fishing Area to camp that night. We were keeping a wary eye on the weather. It looked like we might have some thunderstorms passing through later this evening.
You're at the lake already.
Chad, what you got there?
So this little orange spotted sunfish this is the second fish I've ever caught on my Tenkara rod. This is a great way to have a telescoping rod that packs down to about 10 inches that you can keep with you anytime. And so we're here at Lake Hall Public Fishing Area, camping along our route.
That's a pretty long pole.
This is a great way to do this. This is a lot of fun.
Very nice. I don't think I've ever had a hot dog that has tomatoes and pepperoncini and pickles, pickle relish, of course, mustard and celery salt. This is really, really good.
Mark's discovering Chicago-style dogs for the first time.
Never had them before. Now I got to introduce these guys to some Sonoran hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm in.
Hot dogs.
For sure.
Yep. Thank you very much.
This is the longest. I mean, I thought Waurika was a long day. When we stopped in Waurika that time, this is much longer.
It's a good day.
Well, you'd like it because we're getting more of this stuff done. We had a really productive day.
We did. So from when I hit record on Gaia at the Davidson Bridge to here was just under 183 miles driven. And we had already driven 20 or 30 before that.
Yeah, at least.
But the best thing about today was all the stuff related to Bud and Temple. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And see those photographs. Wow.
Yeah.
Some of those photographs are in the book. Maybe all the photographs are in the book. I don't know. But it was really cool to have her go over those photographs with us.
And I started driving about that. I seriously think that made her weekend. That someone came in knowing something, wanted to know more.
Yeah.
I mean, we first looked at, she had that dubious look on her face, like, what are these guys doing here? As soon as we started asking questions, she just lit up.
I think today had the most fun trails. But that's partly because we got to go on things that won't be part of the final route.
There were some beautiful places today that just won't work out as being part of the final route. There was a lot of fun stuff that will be part of the final route.
Yes.
I think a very solid word of warning about this section of the trail is if there has been significant precipitation in the last week, be prepared to deal with being stuck. And I think I amazed Mark at how heavy my vehicle really is.
Yeah, by all rights, I should have turned around and pulled you out the other
Yeah,
direction.
you should have.
But I didn't expect it to be that difficult. I thought, oh, little Tug, you'll be out. Little Tug.
It's funny, some people probably put this trailway and think, oh, this is just running section line roads down there a lot of times. I think people forget that this part of the state, section line roads, they just bulldoze through whatever's there. Sand, clay. It's not hard pack all weather roads anymore.
Yeah. We're on a lot of sand today. Lots of loose sand.
fart baseball.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But you guys
fart
obviously
baseball.
don't know the rules for that.
No idea what the fart rule.
You can make them up right now if you wanted to.
We believe you.
So, it's just based on the number of farts that you make.
Huh.
Okay, so if you make one fart and you've got a single, 2 farts you got a double, 3 farts you got a triple,
Oh, this is
4
a
farts
recipe.
you got a home run.
Nice.
Okay.
And so what's a shart worth? Because that's where this is going.
Actually, yeah, that's a foul ball. And I had to wash my underwear afterward. And this was night 1.
Mosquitoes.
I only got 3 pair of underwear, and this is night 1.
Wow.